Good morning, friends and family of friends. Happy Monday the 24th, everyone. Now, I hope you guys all had an awesome weekend, and we hope you're ready for the fantastic weekend ahead of us. That's the plan anyway, so sunrise will begin at 6:41, and sunset will be at 5:37, leaving us 10 hours and 56 minutes of daylight to enjoy today. Presently, it's 27 degrees outside, with highs expected to make it into the low 40s today. Tonight, we're going to probably have a little bit of rain-snow mix in our area, making tomorrow potentially a little dicey, but that's tomorrow, so let's not look past this beautiful day we have ahead of us today. All right, moving on to birthdays. We have quite a few of them. From our family of friends who celebrated birthdays on Saturday, the 22nd, happy birthday, Thomas Dunbar, Leslie Woods Rude, Nikki Burrow Kozak, Jason Stark, Jonah Fredrickson, Michelle Marie Perello, Sherry Kurth, Sue Fullerton, and last but definitely not least, our super awesome friend and great neighbor, Karen Lee Anderson. From our family of friends who celebrated their birthdays yesterday, on Sunday the 23rd, happy birthday, Kevin Meach, Katela, Akfor, Brett Cran, Jared McClure, and Mike Rossman. And we made it at last to our family and friends celebrating birthdays today. We want to start out by giving a special shout out to a past boss, a friend, brother, and a truly awesome guy, my brother-in-law, Mike Gillespie, who happens to be turning the big 50 today, just like myself in a couple months. Additionally today, Laura Reese, Cheryl Roche St. John, Brian Neville, Russ Davidson, Dennis Redmansky, Gabrielle Hull, Ryan Schuneck, Pat Vesper, Janine Persall, Sandra Weber, and last but not least, friend and local business owner, Dan Buss, known to most as Dan the Tree Man. If you need a tree removed from a tricky area, he's your guy. He's decades of experience under his belt, and he's got the equipment to get the job done. So just remember, for anything tree related, Dan the Tree Man is your guy. Our celebrity birthday shout out starts with a Division V World Championship boxer who won 15 world titles and became known for his loudmouth and brash personality. Apparently, he had what it took to back it up because he retired in 2017 with a record of 50-0. Floyd Merriweather Jr. turns 43 today. Our next celebrity actor is an actor who got his big break playing the part of the snooty aristocrat Keldon Hockley in the 1997 hit Titanic. He also played the titular role in the movie Phantom, while others came to know him as Huey from Dead Calm. Billy Zane turns 54 today. And we're going to end our celebrity shout-out with someone who reached celebrity status in a very different way. Though he's no longer with us, his impact is still apparent, apparently. Italian religious leader and the 231st Pope, Clement VIII, declared that this Satan drink, coffee, is so delicious that it would be a pity to let the infidels have exclusive use of it. Due to this proclamation and his apparent love of coffee, he is credited with much of the popularity of its use among Catholics still today. The use of coffee was previously discouraged because it was believed to be the bitter invention of Satan due to its use among Muslims. What a funny, odd footnote in history. All right, let's move on to history. Spirituality is understandably important to a lot of people. Religion has been a cornerstone of civilization, going back to ancient days. Every religion has had its dark days in history. Roman persecution of Christianity really began on this day in the year 303 AD. When the first Roman edict for the persecution of Christianity was published by Roman Emperor Diocletian. It prohibited Christians from assembling for worship, ordered the destruction of their scriptures, liturgical books, and places of worship across the empire. Additionally, Christians could not respond to actions brought against them in court, and that was a biggie, because without due process in court, an accusation stripped people of everything. Christian senators, veterans, and soldiers were immediately deprived of their ranks and their political standing. 1,639 years later, the Battle of Los Angeles takes place on this day in 1942, when the skies are lit up from anti-aircraft fire over Los Angeles in response to a rumored but false Japanese attack. That night, only 2 months after the attack at Pearl Harbor took place, the skies of Los Angeles burst with anti-aircraft fire and spotlights that flooded the night sky looking for rumored Japanese planes. A total blackout was ordered in the city, and air raid sirens could be heard throughout the night, warning people of possible danger. After the raid ended, the Navy Secretary told the press that the incident was a false alarm, triggered by war nerves and anxiety. In 1949, the Coastal Artillery Association explained the incident was caused by a stray weather balloon. Despite it being a false alarm, 5 people did die during the supposed battle, 3 in car accidents from the panic and 2 from heart attacks, related to stress of the incident. All right, 27 years later, on this day in 1969, the U.S. probe Mariner is launched. 5 months later, the Mariner gave us the first close-up images of Mars that we had today. It doesn't make a difference if it's deep space or ancient civilization. I just love the new frontier stories. 29 years later, on this day in 1998, Elton John is knighted by Queen Elizabeth II at Buckingham Palace. And finally, 13 years later, on this day in 2011, the United States marks a sad day with the launch, the final launch of our space shuttle program, when the Space Shuttle Discovery takes off on its final mission. The mission was a complete success. It's just hard to believe that we backed out of the space exploration game as we did by not having the ability to put our own astronauts in space. Not sure how many people know this, but right now we have to go through Russia if we want to put someone on the space station. Without our shuttles, we have to hook a ride with them at the cost of about $500,000 per astronaut. And it's the reason why our astronauts are required to speak and read Russian if they want to go to the ISS, the International Space Station. On the bright side, private corporations like SpaceX and recent changes in our NASA program are game changers and offer a lot of promise for the exciting future ahead of us all. Chalk this up to another reason to love our country and our awesome future ahead of us. All right, let's move on to Comedy Corner. My boss said I intimidated my coworkers. I just stared at him until he apologized. Today is National Tortilla Chip Day. Today's morning motivational comes to you from Confucius, when he simply states, "Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall." I like it. Well, friends and family, hopefully everyone had a great weekend, and you guys are ready to continue our adventures in Fun Facts, episode 23. We'll start our adventure with an interesting statistic. Selfies have killed more people than sharks. According to the International Shark File, there have been just 439 fatal shark attacks worldwide since 1958. On the average, that's 7.5 shark-related deaths per year. However, in India alone, 27 people perished from selfie-related accidents in the year 2015. Our next fun fact comes to you from the realm of sharks. Well, sort of. The world's largest waterfall is located underwater, deep in the ocean, beneath the Denmark Strait, in an area that separates Iceland and Greenland. At the bottom, there's a series of waterfalls that begin at 2,000 feet under the surface, and from there it drops down nearly 2 miles to a depth of 10,000 feet. pretty darn impressive. Sounds like something right out of a sci-fi movie. All right. One region in Canada seems to have significantly lower gravity than the rest of the world. Scientists believe the Hudson Bay region in Canada seemed to be missing its gravity due to a combination of convection occurring in the Earth's mantle and the Laurentide ice sheet, which left a massive indent on the surface of Earth after it melted about 10,000 years ago. The indent means less mass, which in turn means less gravity. Okay, let's switch lanes here and wrap this up with some quality cheese, or at least a story about our commitment to quality cheese, something that's near and dear to most everyone in Wisconsin. The Wisconsin Master Cheesemaker Program isn't for amateur dairy lovers. The prestigious program is so elite that candidates are required to have held a Wisconsin cheesemaker license for at least 10 years before they're even eligible to apply. You also have to pass a series of written courses and subjects like cheese technology, cheese grating, not grating, and another course on being a cheese artisan. Just another reason to love our awesome state. Well, friends and family of friends, keep the torch of curiosity lit until our next adventure in Fun Facts continues. Linda and I do appreciate the time you spend with us each day. Our goal is to offer a mix of entertainment and education in each of our Morning Minute posts. After all, knowledge is power, and we love to share what we come across. We hope you are enjoying the experience. Please continue to like, follow, and share us with your friends and family. Stay tuned for the green screen action that's behind us. Like you said, there's going to be a little bit of a learning curve, but we got hopefully some exciting things coming down the pipeline for you guys. But thanks again for your time. Make it an awesome day. You have the power, and we'll see you soon.